Hey everyone, Sarah here from Sarah in Wonderland, and today I filmed this super cool blank canvas look. This is a recreation of James Charles's look that he did not too long ago, and I don't know, I was missing Halloween. I wanted something a little bit more creative, so I saw James post this and I fell in love with it, so I decided to recreate it. If you guys want to see how I got this look, then just keep on watching. Start off, I am going to prime my skin using the Tarte Clean Slate Primer, just in the areas where I have larger pores, and we are going to be keeping the base makeup on the upper portion of the face. So next I'm going in with my Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Foundation. You guys know I love this stuff, and I avoided the bottom kind of mouth portion of my face because we are going to be blanking that out anyways. And then I just blended that out with a beauty blender. So next, taking my Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Light Medium Honey, I'm going to conceal the lovely bags that I have going on underneath my eyes. And blending that out. And then I'm going to apply some concealer over my eyelids just to correct the discoloration. I'm going to add it to the high points of my face, so my forehead, the center of my nose, and then around my nostrils because those get really red, and then on my cupid's bow. And again, just blending that out with my beauty blender. Then I'm going in with my Cover FX Loose Translucent Setting Powder in the shade Light Medium, and I'm going to set under my eyes and as well on my eyelids. That's going to act as our eyeshadow primer. And then taking my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Foundation Powder, I am going to set the upper portion of my face. So then I'm going to take my Hoola bronzer from Benefit and just bronze up my face. Obviously, I did not bronze up the jawline. I just did my cheekbones, the temples, and my forehead. I made myself extra bronzy in this look, which seems to be a theme lately. Next, I'm taking my Anastasia Brow Wiz and I'm just filling in my brows. And setting it with Benefit Give Me Brow, which also I'm super sad about because they currently discontinued it for the time being. I don't know if they're reformulating it or what's going on. Next, I'm taking the Magic Palette by Juvia's Place. I'm taking the kind of bone shade color from the Magic Palette, and it's called Katy, and I'm just going to apply this from the brow bone all the way onto the lid. Creates a nice kind of brow bone highlight. So next, I'm going into the Nubian Palette by Juvia's Place, and I'm going to take the two top transition shades, and I just mixed them together and applied these two as my transition shade, and I just built that up till I had the intensity that I liked, and I took it all the way to the inner corner as well. Next, going back into the Magic Palette, I'm going to take this warm brown shade called Nana, and I'm applying this more into the crease and as well on the outer corner. This just kind of added more of a warm tone to the eyeshadow look. And then going in with the shade Oro Nu. Oh god, guys, this palette, it just wants to see me struggle. And I'm just going to use my finger and apply that to the first 2/3 of my lid. And then I'm going to go in with the matte orangey shade called Zakia, and I'm going to place this into the deepest part of the crease as well as right on that outer corner, focusing it more on the outer V. Then going back into the Nubian palette, and I'm just going to take that darker brown shade and just deepen up that outer corner. Next, taking my Kim Tai Lionheart lashes. I actually love these lashes the first time I use them, and I think they're so pretty and so dramatic. And then I'm going to take the shade Yara, which is like a muted teal shade, and I'm just going to apply this to my lower lash line, very lightly connecting it to the outer corner of my eyeshadow. So then I'm going in with my NYX Wonder Pencil in the shade Light, and I'm just applying this to my lower lash line just to open up the eyes. And then of course, taking my Desi x Katy Fuego highlighter, I am applying this to my cheekbones. Guys, I cannot stop using this highlighter. Somebody give me a suggestion for a new one. So next, using my Marc Jacobs blush in Lines and Last Night, I'm just applying this to the apples of my cheek and blending it back when I have less product. And then I'm going to take a white liner, pencil liner, and I'm going to sketch out where I'm going to put the blank canvas part of my look. So I end up going back in and making it a little bit higher, but I'm just adding a guideline. And you kind of just make it like a wavy line. It doesn't have to be perfect by any means, and that's kind of what makes it, to be perfectly honest. So next, taking my Makeup Forever Color White. So this is a white cream paint. I'm just taking a foundation brush and applying a light layer to my face, following that guideline, but I'll go back in with a more detailed brush to complete the edges. And it looks really crazy for the first part of you doing this look because it kind of just looks like you drew a beard on your face. But then I go back in with a more precise brush and kind of perfect that squiggly line. And by perfect a squiggly line, I mean just, just go with it. So then once I have that base layer laid down, I go in with a beauty blender with a little bit of the white cream paint on it and just blend it out so that you have one even layer. And this is the part that makes the biggest difference because the paintbrush does leave some streaks on you. I also went and pulled it onto my ear, which let me tell you was not fun to get off, nor was any of this cream paint. But we did it for the gram. Okay, not actually. Have I ever said that? Oh god. So then I took the paint on my neck and my shoulders up until the point where you guys would see it. And then again, I also just took the beauty blender and evened that out. So then going back in with the foundation that we used, I took a concealer brush and where the lines on our face dip, I added a dripping mark because if the line that's where it would like sink in. Does this make sense to you guys? And then I also just took a smaller detail brush and applied foundation where the white and the actual foundation met on my face, just to blend that out so it looks like our foundation is actually dripping over the canvas. So then I took a beauty blender and I very gently dabbed out where the foundation and the white paint met. And I also went back and used my finger for more precise areas. I just did this all the way along, like I said, wherever there was a dip in the squiggly line that I made, I drew some drips down. And then I went back in with the actual bottle of foundation and added a drip and kind of let it fall down my face. Now I kind of wish that I had made these drips, some of them like a little bit farther down and added more foundation, but that's okay, just looking back on it. And I also used the brush to kind of pull the drip down in areas that I needed to. That way you didn't have such a giant glob of foundation. So I just did this wherever I had a drip. And again, you want to make them different sizes because not every drip is going to be the same. And that is the completed look, guys. I really love how this turned out. Like I said, I wanted to do something a little bit more creative. I was missing Halloween makeup, and James happened to post this and I fell in love with it. So if you guys like this video, then be sure to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you can be notified whenever I post a new video. And you will see me again soon because I have lots of Valentine's Day videos planned for you guys. Bye everyone.